So, Food Explorers, nagbabalik ang inyong television course kung saan tuturuan natin kayo ng basics ng pagluluto para mas mapalakas pa ang inyong mga weekend warrior games. So let's start. Farm to Tables Cooking 101. So, generally speaking, there are two methods na ginagamit sa pagluluto. Merong dry heat method, meron namang wet heat method. So, umpisa natin yung ating dry heat. Kung saan, meron kayong mainit na source or yung apoy or kung gagamit kayo ng oven. And then, either small layer of fat or yung buong environment ang nagluluto sa kanya. Yun basically yung pagkakaiba kumpara sa wet. Kung saan, literal, basa, may tubig or broth na ginagamit para maluto yung inyong ingredient. First up, dry heat method natin, let's discuss searing. Searing is essentially ingredient, cooking tool, in this case yung pan, may kaunting oil, ilalapat mo ngayon doon at yung reaction na yon would cause what we call Maillard reaction or yung tinatawag nating browning kung saan nagkakaroon ng parang crust, yung parang pinaka ilalim or yung surface na nakasampal doon sa ating pan. We have here our fish fillet. Lightly season lang natin to. Both sides. Salt and pepper. Kailangan dito yung pan is medyo mainit. Hindi siya yung super piping hot because number one, we are using a very delicate piece of ingredient. So medyo dapat controlled yung temperature. And then nakikita natin yung white smoke na yan. That's an indication na ready na yung ating pan para sa ating oil. More or less mga 2 tablespoons ng oil. Konting-konti lang yung oil. And then we will sear. Ilalapat na natin yung ating fish sa ating mainit na pan. Another important aspect when you're searing is that sound. Kailangan nagsisizzle siya. Naririnig mo yung naglalaban yung init, mantika, at saka yung ingredient na nilagay mo doon sa iyong pan. And that right there is the browning that I'm after. Yan, nakikita ninyo yan. And that's it for our cooking method number 1, dry heat method, searing. Cooking method number 2, frying. Okay, so frying is essentially cooking your protein or your ingredient sa fat. Pero may dalawang klase ng frying. We will start with shallow frying. So pag konti yung oil, that's technically searing. Kapag medyo mas maraming oil, kunyari halos kalahati nung ingredient na ipiprito mo, ganun kataas yung oil mo, that's shallow frying. So we have our pan, preheated na rin yan. We have here brown butter o yung mantikilya na pinainit, hiniwalay yung milk solids. Let's add in our brown butter. And we have here our chicken breast. Just gonna make it simple. Salt and pepper lang ito. Some tips, of course, when you're doing frying as a cooking technique, importante po na yung inyong ipiprito ay as dry as possible. So, kadalasan yan, pinapat dry natin ng kitchen towel or kung pwede ninyong ilagay sa strainer or rack para mag-drip yung mga excess moisture, ginagawa rin namin yon. Yan, kung makikita ninyo, hindi totally submerged yung ating protein sa cooking oil or dun sa ating brown butter. Flip lang natin. So ito na yung ating shallow fried chicken breast. For our next frying method, meron tayong deep frying. Same as shallow frying, medyo higher temperature yung kailangan natin dito. Ang pagkakaiba lang niya is of course the amount of oil. Well, mas mataas din yung temperature na hinihingi nito. Normally, it would be best if you fry things at around 170 to 190 degrees Celsius. So dahil deep fry na yung kailangan natin, mag-a-add lang ako ng oil doon sa ating brown butter. Again, that's the reason why ganyan yung kulay ng ating oil is because we are using yung ating ghee or brown butter. So yun, nakikita natin, totally submerged yung ating protein doon sa ating hot oil. So of course, kapag magde-deep fry ka, what you're really looking for is yung golden brown color. Next up, roasting. Roasting is another dry heat method kung saan radiant heat yung nagluluto doon sa iyong ingredient. Examples niyan is, of course, oven, lechon kung saan may uling sa baba. Kadalasan kapag sinabi nating oven roasting, so yung environment sa loob ng ating oven is punong-puno ng mainit na hangin na siyang nagluluto doon sa iyong ingredient. So for roasting, what better way to use as an example yung ating roasted chicken? I would want to season yung outside. Rub lang natin yan. And of course, sa loob, don't forget to put in salt or seasoning inside the carcass. Pepper, of course. We have our garlic. So we're just going to secure yung ating chicken. There are different techniques that you can use in trussing or tying your chicken. Ako personally, ganito lang yung pinakagusto ko. Magkakadikit lang sila. So once na na-secure na natin yung ating chicken, pwede na natin ipasok sa oven. So ngayon naka-preheat yung oven natin ng 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So inililapat ko siya doon sa parang parilya, again, para mas maganda yung circulation nung dry heat na natatrap sa loob ng oven. So after natin mailagay yung ating chicken, ibababa ko na yung temperature to 350 degrees. Siguro bibigyan ko to ng mga around 45 minutes. Saka ko ika-crank ulit para makuha natin yung browning na hinahabol natin. And then finally, yung last cooking method natin under dry heat is grilling and broiling. Alright? So let me just explain yung main differences. Grilling is basically yung heat source mo nasa ilalim, hindi yan pan. Kailangan nakarektang tumatama yung init doon sa iyong ingredient. So pag grilling, that means nasa baba yung heat source natin. Pag broiling, siya naman yung nasa taas. Kadalasan yan sa restaurants, pinanggagalingan yan or ginagamit dyan is yung tool or equipment na salamander. So this time, grilling naman yung ating focus. So we have here our uling. Kung meron kayong ihawan, definitely, I'm sure hindi ito yung usual na setup na meron kayo. Pero ang pinaka-importante dyan is yung uling or apoy nasa ilalim. So we have our pork. Lagyan lang natin to ng soy sauce. And of course, paminta. And doon sa ating uling, syempre, na may parilya sa taas, doon natin i-grill. So lulutuin lang natin to, and then we'll finish the batch.
Oras na para sa Fresh Farm Facts! Sumangguni sa atin si Reyes Pineda para malaman kung paano nga ba gumagawa ng simpleng gravy. Tulad ng mga niluto na natin dito sa Farm to Table, ganito lang yan, Food Explorer. Ang sekreto sa pinakamasarap na gravy ay ang paggamit sa oju o yung katas ng pinaglutuan mo. Once you have the juices or yung oju nga, you thicken it with roux, season it with soy sauce or oyster sauce or W sauce, pepper, lagyan mo rin ng cream yan or whatever preference you have. And that's it. Simple pero solid talaga. Salamat Reyes! Happy cooking!